constructive criticism. It's funny too. Like I never really thought about this, but passion for the craft always says this, and it's good, right? No complaints, just focus, working on all different aspects of myself. Just give you more options, gives you more choices, and if you have the mindset to stay. Alright guys, welcome back to another episode on the Dynamic Lifestyle Podcast. Hopefully you guys are doing well, staying blessed, and having a great week. So, Chris, what's going on, man?
I knew he was going to ask me that.
I'm always going to say that, so you always got to be ready.
He always opens it up. So let me throw it back at you, man.
Okay.
How you doing?
Oh, there we go. I don't mind that. I'm doing great. I'm doing great, like no complaints, just focused, working on all different aspects of myself. Better person, better my relationship, better business owner, better coach to my students, better physical health. I don't know. I'm always trying to improve, so just staying locked and loaded with that.
I love it, man. That's probably something I would have said too. You see, we surely are twins.
Yeah, we'll start opening the podcast. See you guys?
Tell about that fee they got to pay first.
All right, guys, the fee is not monetary. It's actually just value exchange. So, again, if you're new to the show, that's all we ask is leave a rating and review, just to reach more people. That's how we really are going to sit there and be able to impact more people is by rating and reviews and sharing this out on Instagram, Facebook, even to word of mouth. We're trying to reach more people, and we show up every single week for you guys 2 times a week and give you guys a lot of value. So please pay the fee, and if you learned something from the show and you liked it, cool. If not, then no worries. You don't have to pay the fee. But we always have to kick off with that.
Yeah, I would love to hear just one person to say, hey, wasn't that good?
I know.
Just give us some good constructive criticism.
Yeah, and that's crazy. I mean, I appreciate that. I appreciate that we haven't gotten any bad reviews or anything. It's always good stuff. So, I mean, thank you guys. I appreciate that. Yeah. So that's why we show up every single week for you guys. Okay. All right. So,
all right.
Today we're going to be talking about 4 money-making skills to acquire in 2022. I like this topic. I mean, I think we're all trying to always learn different skill sets in the context of money, right? Yeah. I mean, a lot of this stuff is not taught to us in the school system. Even our upbringing, our parents didn't know any better. So it's ultimately up to us and our responsibility to, be more financially literate, thus put that into practice and just, turn them into skill sets.
Yeah.
So what do we got?
And if you're listening to this or watching this and you don't like money or you're against money, probably should, turn this off or turn off the tube and go read a book on self-limiting beliefs and break down that scarce money mindset.
You know what's funny too? I never really thought about this, but Pastor Keith Craft always says this, and it's good. I never thought about it because I never have done a lot of research and listened to Zig Ziglar, and he was mentored by him. But he said that Zig Ziglar said that money is second to oxygen. That's what he said, and it's if you think about it, it's shoot, wouldn't you say money's pretty important?
Super important, man.
Yeah.
And it's not for the wrong reasons.
No.
It just gives you more options, gives you more choices, and if you have that mindset to steward it correctly,
exactly.
Make money matter. Do some good stuff with money.
Exactly.
Okay, so why I want to talk about these 4 money-making skills is one of my goals this year is to read more autobiographies about billionaires, okay? And again, it's just to learn different characteristic traits.
Read or audiobooks?
Both. I think both, because man, I'd love to sit there and say I can read all these books, but there's too many other things I want to learn too, and I can't sit there and spend all day learning a bunch of stuff.
I know, and I've seen those autobiographies about some of these guys. I'm like, man, those things are so big.
Yeah, but that's where some audios can come in. You know what I mean? At the gym or something in the morning. All you gotta do is catch one little thing though from them, right? One thing that that's just different, or a habit or something, the way they think differently, right? Mm-hmm. And you sit there and you compile some of these different things from these billionaires. Eventually, you can acquire some of these things and be able to put it back into your business and help more people out. And who knows? One of these days you might become a billionaire, right? Or a millionaire, right? Absolutely. It all depends on what you want to do. But that's one of my goals, to do that. So there's basically 4 different books that I've been looking into.
I see 5.
So the first one is the self-made billionaire effect. Okay. The second one is What It Takes. The third one is Shoe Dog. Okay, so Shoe Dog is the Phil Knight book, right? So do I dare have to say what Phil Knight has built with Nike, right? Whether you agree with what they do or not, right? That's a whole political thing I'm not going to get into. The next one is Made in America by Sam Walton. So if you guys don't know who Sam Walton is, he is the person that basically founded Walmart, okay? He's no longer alive, but what do you think he built with Walmart? Yeah. You know? So the next one is when we were in Cole Hatter's Mastermind and Connect a couple of years ago, we had the privilege to be able to sit in and hear a billionaire, Naveen Jain, to help tell some of his habits, some of his secrets, all the things that he's done to get to the point where he's at, right? So with all basically 5 of these things right here, I want to talk about these 4, very scarce and high value skill sets that these billionaires kind of acquired, right? Okay. And I think it doesn't matter. You don't have to be at the billionaire level right now, right? You could be making 5 figures, 6 figures, and the goal is to get up those income brackets. It doesn't matter. Just look at these skill sets as, like I said, very scarce and high value skill sets that you want to acquire in 2022. And again, don't look at this where it's like you're just checking the box off, where it's like, okay, I got this skill right now, okay, it's good enough. No. These skill sets I'm going to tell you about from these billionaires, these are mastery levels, man. Yeah. You can't just be like, dude, I got it right here, like I'm okay at this, let me move on to the next one. No, it's probably ones that were like, you're going to just get a little bit better at each one of them, move on to the next one, get a little bit better, but you're going to circle back to these and reach that level of mastery, okay?
Yeah, and I think too, just real quick, and it's about starting to kind of just condition yourself to just start thinking the way these guys are thinking and just living your lifestyles to a certain degree, right? Because it's just one of those things like iron sharpens iron. So it's like, why not start kind of just digging into how they think, some of their limiting beliefs, their mistakes, now the way they kind of persevere through dark times. I mean, it's all good stuff. I'm sure that if you don't take anything from it, then obviously you're not paying attention.
Yeah. Or you just want a side hustle. You know what I mean? You don't want to take it serious to grow like an empire, leave a legacy, right? Man, I'm probably pissing people off sometimes. Okay, let's get into these 4 money-making skills, okay? Like I said, they're scarce and they're high value, okay? The very first money-making skill is the ability... I know, my bad. I know you're probably like, dude, why did you do that? Just really quick, and we'll be back to that video. I just want you to join our free Facebook group community for health and fitness coaches looking to get more online clients. So just click the link below in the description box. Join it absolutely free. We got some cool stuff in there, a lot of videos. We do live trainings every couple of months on there. And we got some cool freebies on there. So just make sure to click the link below. Join our free Facebook group for health and fitness coaches that want to level up and get more online clients to create more income, impact, influence, independence. Back to the video. To raise money and multiply that money, okay? So you have to be able to have that skill set of being able to raise money, which means basically acquiring money, making money, okay? And then you have to be able to multiply it, okay? Because too many people, they'll have that skill set where they're very good at sales or marketing, they'll have a good product and be able to acquire the money, but the problem they lack is multiplying the money because they'll go off and spend it on stupid stuff. True. So you have to be able to have that skill set of multiplying the money. Meaning reinvesting it back into your business, maybe some advertisement, right? Maybe hiring a team. Yep. It could be in other, assets that are making money for you. You know what I mean? Like real estate stocks, crypto, all those type of things, right? But if you take, if I use this as an example for a health and fitness coach, this is who we help and coach. Again, you want to focus on one product, one service, and really scale that as much as you possibly can. That's why in the Accelerator program, we teach them to build that Grand Slam offer, right? And really scale that, okay? After that, when you make that money, reinvest it back into your business, right? Maybe you get a VA, maybe you get a lead generating VA, maybe you put it back into some advertisement, right? Maybe you put it back into a CPA so they do your bookkeeping. Yeah. So you have to be able to sit there and make the money first, but then you have to be able to have that skill set to multiply the money.
Yeah, I agree. That's powerful. I mean, it's true though, because just think how many people make this mistake, right? And that's what we try to save our students from is just, yes, celebrate your wins when you do make 3 to 5K in a week or something, right? Beautiful. But don't be satisfied with that. Yeah. Don't sit there and go buy a bunch of materials, do dumb stuff.
Or a car.
Exactly. Be different, be strategic. Put that money back into your business. Sure, celebrate something, go out to a nice dinner, do that, whatever, but don't sit there and blow all your money on something like that because the whole game is to get to different levels. Yeah. So the second money-making skill, number 2, is the ability to capture and multiply attention. So again, that's very, very crucial too, right? And I would say too that's that's an easier way to say that is just more eyeballs.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get more eyeballs on your brand and what you're doing? Because obviously, right? I mean, marketing and advertising is about getting eyeballs and traffic. Otherwise, it's like, how are you going to be discovered? You never will. You can be the greatest coach. You can have the greatest product in the world to solve so many problems, but if you don't know how to multiply that attention and capture attention, get people to know, like, and trust you, and even, I would say, talk about it too, right? Like, create a buzz, then it's never going to take off, right? You'll never be able to scale that business.
Yeah, and really quick, I want to just add to that, like, that's not to say that there hasn't been any, like, millionaires or billionaires made without being, like, a huge social media presence or icon, right?
Yeah.
We're not saying that. We're just saying that, like, you want to probably take advantage, you know, to be able to take advantage of, like, a media sector, have some sort of media, like, capital or sector inside of your business that you're doing for the long run. Because again, if you can double down on, like, you know, creating a podcast, creating, like, a YouTube channel, right, creating a big email list, right, or even just have that social, like, presence to be able to impact people on, like, Facebook or Instagram, whatever it is, whatever social media platform you want to pick, that's going to open up so many more doors for you to have, like, that media presence and that media capital to where people are going to kind of want to do JVs, collaborations, sponsorships with you, right?
I agree.
That's going to open up a whole nother, like, 6-figure, like, revenue stream for yourself. It's not going to be easy, but you build that slowly over the long run. It's going to open up a lot of doors, and that money making skill is going to make you more money and help more people out down the road.
Yeah, and I've said this too, is like that you just never know. It takes just that one person to discover you. You know, that could just change the game. That could just be you're one collaboration away. You're one network and relationship away from just changing your entire business. You just never know. So that's the beauty of just getting more eyeballs, and that's again why too in our program, our accelerator program, we really focus on just doubling down on Instagram and Facebook, mastering Instagram and Facebook, because those are such massive, channels of media that have so many people on there that need help. And once you do master that, right, then you can venture off to different channels.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's move on to money-making skill number 3, is the ability to return time to other people at no incremental cost to yourself at scale.
That's a really, really good skill.
So this is a big one. If you can really figure out how to sit there and save somebody, I would say 10 to 60 minutes of time per day, like buy that back for themselves, 10 to 60 minutes per day, I mean, man, that's a huge problem that you're solving for somebody right there, okay? So let me kind of like use an example of a health and fitness coach, okay? If you could sit there and be able to save somebody, I would say 60 minutes per day of time, right? So where it's like they're changing habits, or you have some sort of program where it's like their meals are taken care of them, for them. Like maybe the workouts are a little bit like more convenient, shorter, something like that, right? It's just better suited to their schedule, their travel, or something like that. They don't have to think so much about it. If you can solve those problems, right, at a high scale, and it's not really affecting you, right, to scale that, that's a huge problem you can solve right there to save somebody, 10 to 60 minutes per day while getting them healthy and changing their lifestyle to have that ripple effect.
Yeah.
You're going to be in very good shape to make a lot of money if you can figure that out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And another example is like for health and fitness coaches that we coach in our accelerator program, one of the services that we have is called More Leads Getting VA. Mm-hmm. So what that does is gets them back 10 hours of their time.
For those that don't know what a VA is, can you...
Virtual assistant.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, if you're a health and fitness coach, in order for you to get yourself out there, we really recommend you have to have more conversations, because conversations lead to conversions.
Yep.
If you're not reaching out to people, right, knocking on people's doors, how are people going to know about you? You can't just throw a piece of content up there and hope and pray that they're going to sit there and come knock on your door, right?
Not with the algorithms.
So the problem we solve for health and fitness coaches in our accelerator program is we provide them with the virtual assistant for 10 hours per week. That's 2 hours a day they get back of their time, 10 hours back that they can go and sit there and sell more, they can create more content, they can coach more clients. That's a huge problem that we're solving for people right there, right? Yeah. So think about it. What is it you can do for the ability to return time to other people at no incremental cost to yourself at scale? If you figure that out, man, you're going to solve some big problems and make some money.
Powerful. Okay, let's finish up with this fourth money-making skill, and that is the ability to influence behavior of others at mass scale. And that's good. That just really comes down to, again, like how do you shift people's belief systems to, play bigger and look at something differently. And this is another thing too, is like, how do you influence people? How do you influence people at a mass scale to take action, to get behind you on your mission and vision, to share, what you're doing out there, and to really, again, like I said, which I think the new digital currency is trust. right? How do you get that trust from people? Because you have that effect to influence them. And there's a big difference between influence and persuasion. I don't like to persuade people. I don't think you guys should be trying to persuade people to buy into your stuff. You know, influence them, impact them, right? Serve them, inspire them. Those are better ways that I like it. But you know, for example, too, like for let's say just even for a health and fitness coach, I'll give you 2 examples. So when I talk to my health and fitness coaches about like their content creation stuff, I always tell them to challenge people's belief systems, right? Instead of teaching them how to do stupid exercises or nutrition stuff, right? Like anyone go Google that stuff. Like no, shift their belief systems, call them out on their own shit, that the stuff that they know they should be doing but they're not. And when you do that, right, that inspires them. That influences them, and that has them look at you a different way to where it's like they're going to take action and they're going to go talk about that. Another example is a health and fitness coach, right, that just has limiting beliefs about going online, where they just don't, they think that online coaching doesn't work or they don't know how to start it. So again, that's just a limiting belief to where it's like they've not had the right content, they've not had the right coaching, they've not had the right community to influence them, inspire them, and show them the way to do that. So yeah, you know, the ability to influence behavior to mass scale, when you're good at that, it's game over.
Nothing to add to that, man. That was good stuff there. So, yeah, guys, that's basically the 4 money-making skills that you should really focus on in 2022. You know, if you can, again, master these, don't look at them as just checking off the boxes, because you got to go back and always master these things, right? It takes time. It takes reps and sets. It really does. You know, so hopefully you guys found this valuable on these 4 money-making skills, and you know, start chipping away at them, because I promise you, if you start working at these things, you will see a change in your guys' income brackets going up.
Yep, 100%. So with that said, too, guys, if you feel like you are struggling with some of these skill sets, and you just, again, you need the content, you need the coaching, you need the community, we're here, and we provide that in our accelerator program. And I would love to invite you to a free 15-minute brainstorming call. Again, free, no credit cards, no obligations. Again, we just want to have a chat with you and just see where you're at, identify some gaps, and ultimately see if it's a good fit. So you guys can schedule that call in our link tree on our Instagram at Christian Eric Martinez. And yeah, take us up on that and take action. But other than that,
I was going to say, there's no fee for like the call, but there is a fee if you found this valuable. Please share it though.
Yeah, please, guys.
And if you guys are watching on YouTube, see the link below in the description box, so you guys can schedule at your convenience for that brainstorm call.
Yeah, other than that though, thank you guys so much for your ears, for your time, all that stuff. And yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next episode. So go out there, live a dynamic lifestyle, and stay blessed.